in that pink-purple jersey of Labrador Quilter. It's also ejected Anna Henderson out the back of this group. So we've got 3 riders at the front. Caroline Swinkels of UAE Team ADQ on the right-hand side in the white jersey with that purple-orange fade. In the middle, it's the Norwegian champion Mia Otterstad. On the left side of the screen, it's Liana Lippert of Movistar. Inside the final kilometre. Talita de Jong will remember this finish from 1 year ago where Cedric Kerbal had gone early, made it look easy. And I can tell you, when you see these camera angles, this climb is eye-watering. It's so steep, so difficult. But for Talita de Jong, perhaps biding her time, wanting to try and slowly but surely bring these 3 back. But the 3 at the front, Danny, they're looking comfortable.
They are looking comfortable, and Mia Bjorn Otterstad had such a season last year. She was one of the standout riders for me with the results that she gained for that team of UNOX. So she would have gained so much confidence from that, and with another winter of training in her legs, she's obviously started this season strongly. She knows she can perform on a climb like this, and she is the rider very much setting the pace here. Liana Lippert also, though, very savvy, knows that in around 200 metres time it's going to start to flatten off, so there will be a slight advantage of being on the wheel. Caroline Swinkels too, just maybe losing a couple of little bike lengths to Liana Lippert here, who is now just opening up a little bit of distance to the 2 riders with her. She just took a glance back there as well, Hannah. It looked like she pressed on it again because she is sensing exactly what's happening with these 2 riders. Maybe that they're under a little bit of pressure, under a little bit of stress, and she thinks this is her time to go.
Another steep section of this climb, 17–18% as it starts to rear up in front of these riders. Gear choice is critical on this type of climb. Making sure you've spoken with your mechanics, changed your equipment if you needed to make sure that you've got the gear ratio which is optimal for a climb like this. Otterstad hauls her way back to the rear wheel of Caroline Swinkels. Liana Lippert making sure that she hugs the left-hand side of the road, having to only look over the right-hand shoulder as to the situation that is going on behind her. Even once they get over the steep gradients, Danny, here of upwards of 20%, it'll start to feel like it flattens off, but it certainly doesn't, because you're still at 10% in the final 400 metres.
Yeah, it's only until the last 100 or so that it starts to flatten off. But all of these 3 riders now, it really is a game of cat and mouse. You can see Mia Bjorn Otterstad on the drops in anticipation to try and sprint. But Caroline Swinkels is injecting some pace here as we come into the last few 100 metres of the climb.
Into the final few 100 metres, and it's Caroline Swinkels who is in the commanding position up towards the front, and she's wanting to try and take the road on the left-hand side, take it into the barriers. Liana Lippert has got some work to do to try and come round the Dutch woman, but the Dutch woman has got the power. She's got a couple of bike lengths. Mia Otterstad can't respond, and sensational Swinkels wins at the top of the Open-Andratx. UAE Team Emirates, UAE Team ADQ, opening up the season with 2 wins already. What a performance that was from Caroline Swinkels.
That was such an impressive ride there by Caroline Swinkels, and a tactical masterclass, you would say, Hannah, by that setup from Gasparini with that big attack, which forced the other riders to chase, and then that counter move came from Swinkels. She was very, very patient, and she really had the power in that sprint behind. She is absolutely delighted. You can see that 7 professional wins to her name. She's made it an 8th today. Her last win coming in Trofeo Oro in the back half of last season. But that was, again, a 1.1 race, and she'll be really, really happy to start her season off in this way. So 2 out of 3 for the team of UAE Team ADQ, as we see Anna Henderson now come into the line.